just wanted to sort of wrap up. What are you doing in the future? Like, what's your plans? What you got going on?
Let's see. I'll light up the farm next year. So I just renewed the license, and I'll go back into farming next year because I can see the beginning of this collapse occurring. And by next fall, there should be some good opportunity. And farming cannabis is what I've done my whole life. And so for me not to run the farm is so odd. But I've been playing up and down with it for the last couple of years to where when I think it makes sense, I do. And when I think it doesn't make sense, I don't.
Good.
So I look forward to going back to farming. And I look forward to seeing the development of the consumer conscious, the consumer education, to where they get to really understand how to buy cannabis in the way it's sold today, where they start to really learn how to make choices and how to use their dollars to make the vote, and how the pretty box and a really good ad doesn't really mean that there's anything inside it. And it's just this process that has to take place, so that what you end up having is really an educated buying base, and then farmers that can satisfy. So you start to be able to have that interaction that we used to have at one time. So I'm excited about the work. And for me, I love what I do. I'm obsessed with it. So I just know that every year I'm alive and I get to work in weed. It's just been an adventure. And every year, really interesting killer stuff pops up, and I get to be involved in it. I'm involved in the Ganjier. And so the Ganjier program we created, and it's been really successful in bringing awareness on how to look at cannabis from a sommelier perspective. And we've had a tremendous number of lead buyers from the nationwide MSOs come in for the education. And so the ability to get people that handle $1 billion in sales, $2 billion in sales, and to be able to get the lead buyers to understand how to differentiate between commercial and craft, and how to really create the menus that fit their markets, has just been awesome. So to me, to continue with that is just so exciting. What about you?
Well, let's see. We just received our Fresno licenses, so we'll be standing up distribution, manufacturing, and cultivation there. So good to know you. And then we have our dispensary, distribution, manufacturing licenses in New Mexico. So we're standing that operation up right now. We have our new products on the market. We're going to be coming out with a new product with a totally new ingredient never seen before in the US. So super excited. It's the next step of it's not nano emulsion, but it's a next step of how we're going to do that. So I'm super excited to bring those products out in September. I am going to be speaking a lot over the next few months. There's like so many events. I don't know if you go to a lot of events, but I ended up going to a lot of events. And so looking forward to just going to all of those and seeing people in real life. Like, this is like the first year that I'm actually traveling and meeting people in person, because I have an autoimmune disease. I didn't travel at all in 2020, very little in 2021. So now in 2022, I feel like people are so excited to be in real life. And even though I still wear a mask, I'm at least able to be in physical space with people. And as you know, that's one of the most important things in creating community, is to be in physical space. Zoom is good. Zoom saved us, but I'm glad to be going and seeing people face to face and able to hug them and, just sit down and chat with them.
Yeah, you get to feel different. The Zooms are, the digital world is a very effective tool, but there's nothing like sitting down and spending some time with people. I used to speak a lot. I used to do a lot of speaking at conferences, and it's just tough with the schedule because all the work I do with all the different operations and places. And so most of the stuff I do in terms of oration is all done online because it allows it to make it easier. Or what I'll do is I'll shoot videos and then have them translated and sent to the countries that want me to show up, because I can't make it there.
It's a lot. I'm very lucky to have an amazing team that helps me. And so while I'm out there talking, they're running operations, they're running sales, they're running our government relations. So I'm really lucky to have the team that we have.